I loaded nuclear weapons for 9 years in the military.
Right.
And trust me, this country will blow this world up before they ever live under anybody else's rule.
Did you feel the gravity of what you were dealing with?
No, the gravity, I always knew the gravity of it. Even when I dropped one, I knew the gravity of what it is.
I mean, you dropped one.
Well, I was trying to go see Two Live Crew, Luke, and I told them I wanted to go see Luke, and they wanted to make me work, so I didn't follow the checklist of putting it up because I was trying to see them hoes. And I didn't put all the fittings in like I supposed to, and I took the rack down too early and it hit the ground. Poof.
No.
Everybody ran.
Yeah.
And I was like, what you running for? This a nuke. It's going to take out the whole state of Louisiana. You can't outrun a nuke.
It's breaking bread.
Can I say something right off the bat, Mr. Earthquake?
You can call me Quake.
Thanks. You've been doing comedy for what, 30 years?
Over 30 years.
Over 30 years.
Yes, 91.
91, 93.
Okay.
And you are at your best. And I've always been a fan of yours.
Thank you.
But you are one of those people who I don't mind that you didn't hit and blow up in the 90s, because your essence, who you are, your attitude is meant for this version of you. This is the best version. All that stuff was craft and accumulating your audience and great stuff. I'm not saying that.
True. Okay.
But this is Sinatra prime time.
Oh,
this
thank
is
you.
the voice, the authority, the writing. Earthquake. I say this just as a fan.
Right.
This is the best version of Earthquake right now, and it's going to be exciting to see it continue to pop.
Well, that's I'm not just saying that because you're here. That's one of the best compliments I have ever received, and it's thank you.
Yeah,
You know what
I
mean?
really,
Yeah, thank you.
And because you watch people, you watch musicians, and certain people are supposed to be young and pop,
Right.
and other people, it just gets better and better and better. And it's just, when you came out in the Netflix special, I knew within 2 seconds, we've got a new level going on.
Thank you.
It was just like, okay, yeah, now this is a I always said in comedy, like if anyone ever said no to me, like when I was trying desperately early on to get on Letterman, and they kept saying no, and I was like, it's all right, because I'm just pulling that rubber band on the slingshot back. Right. And they say, no, I'm going to keep pulling it. Right. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm still doing this. And when you do say yes, it'll just be that much stronger when I get to pop.
That's a great metaphor.
Right?
No, that's a perfect metaphor.
I said it to stop myself from crying, but it is true.
Whatever you need to tell yourself so you can go to sleep and continue on. Yeah, that's a great analysis that I think that a lot of comedians should take. Mm-hmm. And that's able to deal with, because you're really dealing with a person, no matter who they are, judging the talent, it's their turn-on, it's their subjectiveness. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Who are you?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where did you come off of this Mount Rushmore to go on? You know what I mean? Uh-huh. So you know, instead of being angry with it and having that attitude, I think they should engulf what you said is just a pullback or bringing it back or fall. Mm-hmm. And the impact is going to be even bigger when I let it go. Yeah, that's beautiful.
If you work at it, like, you got to keep the thing,
yes.
Right? You got to, like, the craft. If you're really working on the craft and love writing jokes.
Well, the best way to continue that is not to allow the bitterness to infuse in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have never seen in my 30 years a bitter comic make it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
just
right.
The bitter one.
Yeah, angry.
The angry.
Yeah.
It's that person falling and holding me back. And it's me versus the man. And the heel in the industry. I've never seen that comedian be funny.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's a thing, though. Like, just as probably in any artist, it's like you are dealing with your own insecurities all the time. You know, we all know in our head why people don't like us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, they don't like me because of X, Y, Z.
Right.
And you got to like box those up and put them in the right place.
Right.
And get them out of your way.
Or don't give a damn.
Or
You know what I'm
or
saying?
don't
That's
give a shit.
who I am, and I wasn't put on this earth to meet up to your expectations. See,
Right.
that has always been my mantra all my life, that I was not put on this earth to meet up to your expectation. Expectation. The only one is God's.
How did where did that come from?
My parents.
Yeah.
You know, really, brothers and sisters and the rest of it.
Yeah.
When you live in the inner city and you have come from a big family.
Yeah.
And everybody is judged accordingly from your mother on, and you have to really take a self-evaluation and be like, okay, what is my purpose? Who am I living for? Who expectations? And even if it comes to your parents, you have to really look at them too with the same mentality. Though you had me, you raised me, I'm still not put on this earth to live up to your expectation or where it is. And I should never be able to disappoint you if I truly tell you if I'm living in what I think is right for me. Because God damn it, you never took my opinion about how you live.
Right.
You just said, listen, you're like, we're moving and this your new father. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get to say.
You don't get no vote. This is what we eat. Allergic to it or not. We don't know nothing about no allergies growing up. This is what she cooked. If you was allergic to tomatoes, you just didn't eat that spaghetti. You just broke out
I didn't
with it.
order this.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Bam.
Bam. She cooked. That was it. You know what I mean? So once you get that, you know, it is what it is. It is. You know, so
right.
it's passed down to me, so I'm not living up to yours.
Yeah.
And it's to be honest with you, it's reversible because I don't put those expectations to other people. I tell people in my life, whatever you are, whatever you do, it is not up to me to tell me you're wrong or right. I just want you to be who you are.
Right.
Then I'll make a judgment if I can deal with it or not.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. If I call you again.
Yeah, if I call you and deal with you again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I would never tell you this how you should be.
Yeah.
I would tell you the person you are doesn't fit for me.
Right,
You know what I mean?
This episode of Breaking Bread with Tom Papa is brought to you by Wild Grain. Wild Grain is the first bake from frozen subscription box for artisanal breads, pastries, and pastas, and they sponsor the show. Are you ready to bring all your favorite carbs right to your doorstep? Be sure to check out Wild Grain so you can begin building your own box of artisanal breads, pastas, and pastries. For a limited time, Wild Grain is offering our listeners $30 off the first box plus free croissants in every box when you go to wildgrain.com/papa to start your subscription. You heard me. Free croissants in every box and $30 off your first box when you go to wildgrain.com/papa. If you love this program, Breaking Bread, you're going to love this sponsor, Wild Grain. .com/papa, or you can use the promo code PAPA at checkout. The hard part is, you have kids?
Yes.
That's the hard part.
Very.
When you watch your kids,
Yeah.
and it's hard to not tell them what to do.
But your kids are very judgmental.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're easy for telling you what you should have done for them.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
But you know what I mean? Like watching them, like I watch my kids and I want to just be like, you let them be and let them do their thing. But when you see them, when you see something that needs adjusting, I can't keep my mouth shut.
Well, I have a more animalistic mentality when it comes to my kids. Once you get to a certain age, I'll let you go in the jungle. Get out the pack. You know what I'm saying? Go. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you get ate by a wolf, come see me. But other than that, survive. Do what your daddy did. You know what I'm saying? You had more options and better things than I did. So the only reason why you're not striving is because it has to do with you.
Right.
And it had nothing to do with me, nor do I take the guilt from it.
Uh-huh. How old are they?
I have my oldest daughter is 37. I have one that's 29, I think, and one that's 23.
Okay, so you're
22.
ahead of me.
Yes, I
is
have
good
all,
advice.
and I'm not having any more.
No, don't you dare.
Oh, I went to the doctor myself, my urologist, and put my leg in the sternum my damn self. I said, we'll fill the paperwork out later. Let's get this over with.
Pass me those scissors.
Yeah, let's go and get this over with. We're going to burn these balls today.
Could you imagine going back to the beginning?
No. Man.
It would kill me.
Not only that, I gave you that part of my life for raising kids.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You understand?
Yes.
And this time in my life is for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? God bless everybody that feel their purpose was to live vicarious through their kids and share every day. I just don't share that. I'll hold up to my legal and moral responsibility, and then I let them out in the wool and go. Yeah, seize the world, you great king, queen. You know, those type of things.
I was just writing that when I was noodling around with some jokes, and I said. The problem is people think, because my kids are they're just going now.
Right.
Like one is a person out in the world after college, and the other one is in college. And, we have a lot of friends that are in the same boat where the kids are just starting to leave. And they don't want them to go, and it's crushing them and all that stuff. And I said, I realized a family, and I love family, but a family is not a thing. It's an experience.
Yes, it is.
A thing, your refrigerator can last for 50 years.
Right.
This family is an experience that after 18, 20 years evolves into something else. That kid raising part is over. It's just over. It was an experience. It wasn't something that you get to hold on to forever.
Nor do I want to.
No.
It's phases in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you only have one of those.
Right.
And I think the phases of life of being a parent has its favor, the favor of life of doing this. But at some point, you have to jump in and be selfish and live life where the priority is you. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that, no, you come see me. I'm not coming to see you. Right. Your father's going to be in Miami. You want to spend some time? Just come to Miami. You know what I mean? You get what I mean? So I just have a different mentality on that.
And are they cool with it?
Well, they have no choice.
Yeah, but do they still like you?
Sometimes. You know what I mean? But they'll get over that too. You know what I mean? It's like most things are not appreciated until it's gone. So, so be it.
And how does it change? This is all questions just because you're going to plot out my next 10 years. As a comic, you go through those years when I always said, like, I should be graded on a curve because I've got a house full of kids and I'm up all the time and it's insane, and I'm still sitting on the Laugh Factory steps at midnight. Right. And then they leave, and now it's like, oh wait, I'm going back to the comic I was before I had kids. Right. Is touring become more fun? Is it?
Yes. I mean, touring for me is living. Mm-hmm. I mean, I just couldn't imagine seeing the same person every day, 5 times a week.
Over your cubicle?
Over your cubicle for 20 years. God damn it, Bob.
What you doing, Quake?
Bob. Yeah. You know what I mean? And we're sitting here making someone else's dreams come to reality.
Right.
You know what I mean? I am his worker to help him become where he wants to be. Yeah. We're not collaborating on what we want to be. Now, if that's your purpose, then so be it. But certain people are uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. In other words, certain people need to know on the first, this how much money is going to come in. When you're a comic, On the 31st, you don't know what's coming in on the 1st.
No idea.
You understand? It's the first. That deposit don't come in here from this club, boy. I'm gonna need that whole 5 days, for another deposit to pay the mortgage, the rent, and all things off of it. And I was always that guy.
Yeah.
I need to move. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm a Gemini, so I get bored real quickly. So I need, to be, in Miami this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be shameful plug. And then next week I'm somewhere else.
Right.
Meeting people, just constantly moving.
Yeah,
That's
constantly
life.
changing.
Yeah, it's
I
constantly
know.
life.
I know. It really. I didn't realize that when I got into it because I like being funny.
Okay.
And then I realized, oh no, this is the gig. More than half of this gig is packing, checking in, finding the lamp,
See, that's
showering.
the first thing you need to do.
Right?
When you first get a raise on your stand-up, the first money you need to invest in is a stylist. Just for the point of packing your clothes and dropping it off at the airport.
What?
Yes. I pay my stylist to pack my clothes and then meet me at the airport with the bag.
I had no idea how big
You
Earthquake
understand?
was.
You understand?
No,
Yeah,
no,
so
I don't.
when I get there, all I have to do is show my ID. They catch it on there, and then it is.
So
And
they
then
bring your bag to the airport.
bring my bag to the airport.
Sometimes it's there before you are.
Well, she has to be there.
Is she traveling with you?
Sometimes she did, but she didn't get that right, so I had to demote on her. So I'm trying to find somebody else on that. But I will get to the point as my career get to the point. That's the next stage of it. Is her responsibility is to bring the bag to the hotel, fly in, put all my clothes up for that week,
Whoa.
and then.
Now, dude, this is.
And then
Look, I'm
after I
hugging
do the
myself.
show,
I'm nervous.
I just wake up the next morning and fly home. She has to pack everything and take it back with her.
You just walk out the door?
Walk out the door. Beautiful.
I'm doing it all wrong.
You understand? It's a beautiful thing. And it relieves you of so much.
Oh, my
It
God.
relieves you of packing, first of all.
Yeah.
It relieves you of having to get up and sit down and iron and get your clothes prepared. It already laid up for you. And you sit there and it just did a release. And it gets you to go straight to the airport and you just check. She checks the bag in. She has the bag. I look at show my ID to the baggage people, Sky Cap, shows me, and then I start walking to the gate.
Oh, my God. I didn't even know this was possible.
Well, I came up with that myself.
You did?
Yes.
This is an Earthquake original?
Yeah. Well, I just felt, it's just so much for us. You got 3 shows. It's the comedy club. You get there, you do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's 3 outfits. You need this and this. You got to pack all the stuff, and then it's just worth it.
Oh,
She
man.
packs it all, and she takes the bag. No lifting bags, no nothing. So it's all done.
Oh, my God. So you're never waiting at baggage claim?
No.
You're never stuffing stuff in the bag?
No.
Oh, my God.
I come straight to the airport, meet her. She gives the bag to the Sky Cap. Sky Cap look at my ID, because in 9/11, she can't use my ID. You have to show it.
Right.
Show the ID that it is me. That's my bag. And then I start walking to the gate.
Oh, my God. And how did you get in sync? Like, how do you know that all the right stuff is going to be there?
Well, her first job was, before I went into this part of it, because I couldn't afford the second part of it. The first part was she packed my stuff and just sent me pictures. And then from the pictures, I go in the bag and line all the stuff up with the wear.
Right.
So I got tired of that. So I said, I got tired of that. I said, why don't you just bring you in the bag? How about that? So you in the bag come. So get
man,
a bag
this is brilliant.
And then she handles that and do the stuff off of it. And that's what I do.
Oh, man. Because then you can bring a big bag, too.
You can bet. You can do
Because you're
the
not
bag.
bringing anything.
Yeah, well, No, it's on my bag. Is like when you get a certain prestige or level, your bags can go up to 70 pounds.
Right.
But she's not there yet.
Right.
She hasn't flew that much, so I have to do that. But once I get up to 70, then that'll be her bag, and then I don't even have to come near that early. I just come near just in time
Oh,
to
man.
get on the plane.
This last weekend, because I don't want to check a bag, I am taking my carry-on, which every year gets smaller. Like the airplanes make the bags smaller.
I don't know how y'all do that.
And I have been putting 3 to 5 days worth of stuff in this one little bag,
I don't know how you do it.
crammed in, wrinkled, shitty.
No.
It's anxiety.
Yes. And see, you relax, you pass on, and see if you sell, like I do, I
man.
sell merchandise. So I use that money, and I
Right.
sit down here and put the different things to subsidizing as you ask for more money. You reinvest it into your business, which happen to be you.
Right.
So you should always look at your business
Yeah.
as a business, but it just happened to be you.
Right.
So you reinvest into your business. It happened to be you.
Man, oh
So
man.
that's where I'm at.
Wow. I think you're my hero. I mean, your stand-up aside. This is the most brilliant thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, you try it one time, and it's like sitting in first class. You'll never go back to economy.
Never.
You're just like, I just can't be back here. This is wrong. I feel abused.
You're
I feel this is not where my mother wanted me to be. My God, my Savior, my Lord. Why have you forsaken me, putting me back here? I must do something that I never go back here and wait on peanuts. You know?
Oh
So
my
that type of
God,
thing.
that is amazing.
Yeah.
Side note, I baked you this bread
Okay.
this morning,
All right.
so you can bring that home and enjoy it.
Thank you.
Do you cook?
No.
Oh, I can't wait to hear who cooks for you.
No, me and my fiance get meal preps.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Are you trying to dial it in?
Well, I am, but it's not working out right now because I'm finicky. You just can't tell me I got to eat lasagna today. I make too much money. I don't want no goddamn lasagna today. You know what I'm saying? So we waste a lot of food. So we're trying to find out how we can get this to work. You know, but,
If it's not meal prep, who is making the food?
my fiance.
Is she a good cook?
Yeah, she's a good cook.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
her lab dog, and we found after 5 years we're getting it together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm her
nice.
experiment, man. She knows my taste.
Have you been married before?
Yes, and I said I'd never get married again. And this Pasadena pimp came in my life and changed my mentality.
This what?
Pasadena, she from Pasadena. I call her a pimp. she changed my whole point of view. That's what pimps do. You know, they change your whole point of view.
The world looks different.
Yeah, different. No, you want to be married? Yes, I do. I do want to share everything what I had before, when someone took it before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, that's why no offense, and it's a joke. I know it'll probably be too soon. People's like, what would happen if, doing the housing, if, people have lost their houses. And I said, well, for a divorcee, we'd have been through this before. just happened in a fire.
Just happened overnight.
Yeah. You understand? The only difference is, at least that turned into ashes. You don't get to see another dude live in it. With the woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least it's ashes.
There's not some stranger holding
it. If it burns down, then another man living in it.
Yeah, holding my remote control.
Holding your remote control, calling your kids. Come here, son. So, I know it's a little too soon, but
if I had the option on the way out.
If I had the option, I'd rather have my house burnt to the ground with no ash, just ashes, than another black man sitting on my couch that I paid for to a woman that just was there. That feels she deserved half. So, yeah.
You went through this once or twice?
Oh, Oh, this is my second. This would be my
This
second.
will be second. Okay,
Yes.
that's good.
Yes.
So you only went through one natural
Yes,
disaster.
I went through it was a natural disaster. Right down on First Street downtown, and the judge gave her everything. So it was it.
Yeah. How long were you
so
married the first time around?
3 years.
They're just 3 years.
Yeah, but it took 9 years to get a divorce.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, she just didn't want to come to an agreement. She had unrealistic expectations with her compensation.
9 years. Digging in.
Just digging in. You know what I mean? They have a better way for Hamas and Israel to come together than me and her. To come to a ceasefire, it was pretty, it was bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
Well,
so,
this one will be better.
Yes, I'm going to have a prenup this time.
Yeah, good idea.
Oh, yeah. We would never, ever get in front of a man, usually a white man, telling him how much of my money should be distributed among people that never wrote a joke. So,
Yeah.
we will not have it. It will be already, if this don't work, this is what I feel. How much this failure should cost me.
I know somebody who went through it, and the prenup only lasts up until the point. It was the stuff that they made before. It protects all of that.
No.
But going forward in California, it's still 50-50. No?
No.
You got a better prenup?
Of course.
Did I tell you I don't pack my own clothes?
Yeah, I told you. Oh, no. This is Ironclad. I forgot that movie that my man was in. It's an Ironclad. Prenuptial one. Yeah. But my fiance is the best. I'm 61. And my prenup is good for 20 years. That make me 80. By that time, I wouldn't know who she is anyway. So
Right. They'll be wheeling you in some
they wheel me in.
happy gardens.
Yeah. Who is that? Get away from me! She's trying to get me. So I have Alzheimer's by that time anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Good luck.
Yeah.
But she's a good cook. That's a good thing.
Oh no, she's a great person. We've been together for 5 years, but 10-year dog years.
Nice.
And because we started dating when COVID happened, so we just spent all the time together more than ever, not on the road. So
Does she come on the road with you?
No, she's not built for that.
Yeah.
The best way you get your woman to never go on the road with her, take her on one of those 5-day trips.
Yeah, in a smaller market.
5 cities.
Yeah, moving every day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she chapped out at the second day.
Yeah.
Sneezing, her allergy kicked in. We went from Chicago to Miami,
Yeah.
mink coat all the way down to linen. Oh, she was done.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to go next time.
Her immune system said, let's go home. So I had to fly her home. So
Yeah.
now she only do spot dates.
Now, let me ask you this. Back to the packing thing, which is the most amazing thing I've ever heard. You have a 5-weekend run, a 5-city run. Does the packet person?
She goes on the 5 days.
She moves the luggage. You're still walking out the door.
I'm walking out the door.
Oh my God.
I wake up and go to the jet.
Light. Just light.
Yeah,
I'm just picturing you walking.
Just
light.
walking. Just walking. Not waiting on no bags or nothing. In the hotel, chilling.
Yeah, it's so
Then
nice.
she'll hit me about 3-4 o'clock in the evening. I'll give her a key. I'll go eat, have lunch.
Right.
And she'll set up everything. This is for Friday show. This is for Saturday show. This is for Sunday. Lay everything out. And then Sunday night, I check in the other room, and she does everything to pack everything, and she goes to where, and I go home.
Now, I don't want to put you in a weird position because you have a fiance, but just in the abstract sense, who do you think is more valuable, a wife or this person who packs things for you?
Well, it all depends on what day it is. That Friday, she's more important than my wife right now.
Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. My woman is everything. Friday, she's a distant third. She the Clippers. And my stylist is the Lakers. You know
Top of the heap.
Top of the heap. You know what I mean? So that's where it is.
Oh, is there any other way I'm doing it wrong?
It all depends.
Let's see.
I don't. Another thing, I only get to the show when it's my time to go on.
You do.
Yes.
You walk in.
Walk in. Let my feature know that I'm here. He has 5 minutes to wrap it up. And then I go on stage. That keeps all the sitting back of all the staff coming talking to you, non-money making conversations. You know. Keep the interaction to a minimum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're in a bubble.
You're in a bubble, and it also keeps people that you do know, they don't have much time to interact with because soon you get, I would, man, but I got to go on.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
I'm
so
going right on.
Yes.
What happens after the show?
After the show, I'm gone.
You're gone.
Yes.
Before that, you just go walk right out the door.
I walk right out the door.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yes. Yes. That's how I do it. That's why it keeps the interaction between you, the club manager, the staff, the other comedians that want to meet you, talk to you, and pick your brain.
Right.
Kill your energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How are you? How were you when you were a young comic in that situation?
I didn't
did
really.
Did you know to?
Yeah. I never imposed.
Right.
I waited until I was invited.
Right.
You know? And that's the same thing with everything. I never go to anywhere that I'm not invited.
Right.
So if you want me at your party, you have to invite me. Diddy never invited me. You know, but I knew he wouldn't mess with me. I'm a fat dude. He don't mess with fat dudes. You got to be in shape. A dude with a stomach ain't got a chance to get one of Diddy women. You know what I'm saying?
He was the guy that stuck to the meal prep.
Yeah, I'm allergic to baby oil, so I'm eliminated. Always.
Why haven't we heard more of that yet? What do you think's?
I think
they're getting it all in order.
Well, I think he really feels that if I had to be subjective, he didn't do anything wrong. So there's no reason to snitch until he goes to court and be in court, and the possibility he sees, he has the real possibility of doing some time. Then he gonna have his lawyer talk to the DA and say, "Hey, let's make a deal."
Right.
Kind of like a Law and Order.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Jack, can we talk? Stone, can we talk? Can we talk? What you got? Lay it on here. I got this and this and that and that. You know, that type of thing.
Yeah. Oh, there's got to be a lot of nervous people out there.
Well, I mean, I always had this mentality, and reading the indictment, I have came to to the conclusion that the things that he's charged with, they could also got Hugh Hefner for. You know what I'm saying? And so certain people are prosecuted, certain people are celebrated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, interesting.
You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain people are prosecuted, certain people are celebrated.
Wait a minute, Mr. Earthquake. Are you telling me that there's different rules for different people?
Yes, I have came to the conclusion. There's no such thing as an unqualified white man. Your pigmentation makes you qualified. You don't need any other resumes. No training. No
night school.
Cum laude, you don't need all of that. You're white. Come on in.
No temp programs.
No temp program. No struggle. No pull yourself from your bootstraps. None of that.
Forget that bottom part of the ladder.
You don't need that. And nothing disqualifies a white man. We understand. As long as it lines up with your ideology, you are good. Yeah, forget all of that. So
that was that great Bill Burr joke when he was talking about, I think it might have been homeless or unsuccessful white guys or whatever. Dude, the system's made for you. Just get out there and mingle.
Yeah.
Just get out there and mingle.
Yes, exactly. I refuse to give a homeless man some money. Any white. You blew your pigmentation.
Yeah. It was all set up. You got in the wrong line.
You're a disgrace to your race. You're the only person with a head start and sit down. You sat down during the race. You just said that.
All you have to do is keep moving.
You just had to keep moving. You gave you a head start, and you said, "No, I'm gonna sit right here."
You had the last 200 yards to go.
Yeah. Oh, you was right there at the tape. No, this ain't fair. Keeping the white man down. So,
oh man.
Yeah, it's deep.
Yeah, Hugh Hefner. But who's a modern Hugh Hefner? Could Hugh Hefner have been Hugh Hefner today?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
All right. Well, now,
Yes, he could.
now I know what I'm going to do.
I mean, you could.
Now I got a game plan for
There's
2025.
only one man could be Trump, and that's a white man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no other man, creature, woman could do what he did.
And is doing.
And doing what he did. Now you don't hear nothing about the elections being rigged because he won.
Isn't that amazing?
So it fixed. God came down and fixed the election. And everybody know this government don't fix that quick. So whatever happened 4 years ago, it fixed by the grace of God. It just came down and it was no more with the election or nothing.
No.
You don't hear nobody challenge it or nothing in none of the states. It just fixed itself.
Didn't have to talk to an official.
To talk to no official.
No meetings.
No meetings. No new diagram. No new machines. No.
Wow. It all works.
It all works. Oh, Lord. It worked before he came. We had no problem.
Right.
Then it broke. Then it fixed itself again. Only a white man's story. That's why we call it history. His story. His story. You understand? It's remarkable.
It is insane.
I mean, it's brilliant. It's just brilliant. Out of nowhere, God came down and just fixed all the election boxes and all the 7 states that didn't have no money for health care or nothing. But God damn it, their elections is fixed.
January 6th was filled with love.
Filled with love.
Filled
Those
with
people
love.
were just sitting there. They're hostages now.
Police officers twitching.
Twisted. 140 police, but we love police. What it is. And the jails are messed up because white people are in them now. They're unlivable. Oh, Lord. They're living in bad conditions. Have you seen these jails? Lord have mercy. They're being treated so unfair.
Do you see what they have to sleep on?
You see what these conditions of these jails.
We've got to get them out
We
immediately.
gotta get them out immediately. Did you see the menu? Did you see the menu these good white men had to eat?
You pee in the same place you sleep.
You pee where you sleep. You have no privacy. They give you a name and a number, for God's sakes.
This episode of Breaking Bread with Tom Papa is brought to you by Wild Grain, the first bake from frozen subscription box for artisanal breads, pastries, and pastas. Wild Grain's boxes are fully customizable to your taste and dietary restrictions. In addition to their classic variety box, they recently launched a new gluten-free box and plant-based box that is 100% vegan. Great product. I have them in my freezer right now. You come in if you don't have time to do your own baking and you just want to throw some pasta on and you want a nice bread with it. I literally just go to the freezer, put it into the oven, 20 minutes later, boom, quality stuff right there. And sometimes I lie and say I made it myself. Are you ready to bring all your favorite carbs right to your doorstep? Be sure to check out Wild Grain so you can begin building your own box of artisanal breads, pastas, and pastries. For a limited time, Wild Grain is offering our listeners $30 off your first box, plus free croissants in every box when you go to wildgrain.com/papa to start your subscription. You heard me. Free croissants in every box. And $30 off your first box when you go to wildgrain.com/Papa. That's wildgrain.com/Papa. Or use the promo code PAPA, P-A-P-A, at checkout. We believe in Wild Grain. I wouldn't be yapping about it if I didn't. It's a good product. You're going to like them. Check them out. wildgrain.com. Today's episode is also brought to you by TomPapa.com. Oh, thanks for coming aboard, Tom. The Grateful Bread Tour is up on sale, and the dates through about June are all posted on TomPapa.com. The tour is kicking off. We are going to start off in Cleveland, all sold out. Then we go to the Moore Theater in Seattle. Very exciting. That's going to be a big one on February 8th. We're going to Atlantic City, February 14th and 15th at the Borgata. Then we take off. We're in California. We're in Vegas. Big shows in Vegas on May 14th and 15th. We've got the Beacon Theater in May, I guess. July. Oh, there's a big one. Flint, Michigan, Honolulu, Chicago, Illinois at the Chicago Theater. That's big on April 12th. Portland, Oregon. We're going all over the place. Yeah, the Beacon Theater, May 3rd. Oh, it's going to be a big one. Haven't played that one. Atlanta, Florida, Cincinnati. It goes on and on and on. TomPapa.com for the Grateful Bread Tour. And that's only half the year. So if I didn't mention you, don't send me those messages of, when are you coming? Why don't you like? I'll be there. I'll be there. This is just the first part. What are these next 4 years going to feel like? It's going to be exhausting.
No, it's not. It's going to be, no, it's not. It's going to show the hypocrisy.
Yeah.
It's going to show the hypocrisy that some of us been saying for years. Is this playing for now? You can't. We knew that it was never about the economy. Mm-hmm. Now you don't hear nobody say things are too high.
Yeah, right. All of a sudden, $8
eggs
for
are affordable again.
Yeah.
Oh, they're making them went down.
Yeah.
You don't hear nothing about it. You get what I'm saying? Uh-huh. You don't hear nothing about it. Oh, everything is good.
The economy's starting to thrive.
Oh, it's thriving.
Wait till January 20th.
You don't hear nothing about an immigrant taking your job.
No.
White man ain't never lost his job. You have never went. I stayed in hotels and show of you. You have never seen a white man as a housekeeper.
Nope.
Never. And you mean to tell me, and I say it to the day I die, that a man comes across a river with nothing on his back, comes in this country, can't speak the language, and able to take your job. And if he is able to take your job, you deserve to lose it. Mm-hmm. That means you was a terrible employee.
You did a horrible job.
That means the person would rather hire a translator and not be able to talk to his employee, to give him signals and nod and say, yeah, see, then hire your English speaking.
Yeah.
Then,
how bad?
How bad of an employee were you?
For your boss to go, you know what? I'm going with that guy.
I'm going with that guy over there who I can't even talk to. Than the person I grew up with. You understand? It's so insulting.
It's so insulting.
It's so insulting to sit here and look us in the face, just say, and I get it. Privilege is beautiful. It's equivalent. It's a human nature. Beautiful women don't want to give up their privilege to an ugly chick. You understand? If lady nights was just letting ugly chicks in, beautiful chicks be mad as I don't know what. Hey, how that fat ugly chick get in here before me? I thought this was ladies' night. She's a lady. Well, she really ain't a lady. It's coming for beautiful, fine women. You get what I'm saying? So I get it. No one wants to give up their privilege. Just say it.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Yeah.
But to throw down my face that is this, is that, the DEA, DEI. You understand? That's a new word for the N-word. Mm-hmm. It's the N-word. You want to get rid of the mayor for her handling of a natural disaster. and she's the mayor. But you reelect another man who had during COVID that 1 million people died in, and it was on his watch. But you brought him back, but she needs to lose her job. And I'm not to be peachy, I have always, and I tell my kids this, you have to understand the situation. Words have meaning. You are a minority living in a democratic society. So you need the majority to come together with you on your ideals for it to come to fruition. And that's what you look for. And that's just it. And be able to swim among sharks.
Right.
And for 4 years, we're going to have to swim among sharks.
Yeah, because the sharks are feeling it.
Oh,
The sharks are puffed up.
of course. And what's so stupid more than anything, they didn't. You really think a billionaire gonna help your dollar ass?
Yeah, I know.
You understand?
I know. I'm looking forward to just watching it play out.
Play out.
And in 3.5 years, say, how you feeling now?
How you feeling now?
Yeah.
This man has never ever been through nothing you going through, and you
Not
think he
even
has
close.
the empathy to know what you're going through with your dollar ass. You a dollar heir.
Yeah.
And he's a billionaire. He does not own nothing. He doesn't even know how much bacon costs. He showed you all those things from grits, oatmeal, at his golf course. Where you couldn't afford it was $300,000 just to be a member. Talk about things are too high. Well, oatmeal was $25 for a bowl.
And he had 4 years to take care of you already.
And did nothing for it.
Right.
But it's the comfortability of knowing somebody that looks like me,
right,
talks the way I want to talk, is there.
That's right.
And I'm willing to put him there, even if it's against my own self-interest.
Yeah.
That give me the comfortability.
That's
Lyndon B. Johnson said it a long time ago. If you allow certain white people to believe that, believe that they have someone else that they can look down to, you can rob them all day long. I'm paraphrasing off of it, but it is the truth. It makes them feel good about themselves to the point that as long as they have someone to point their finger or call somebody else's fault other than really is. And they
even if your circumstance hasn't changed.
If your circumstance hasn't changed, even if your lifestyle, even if your circumstances have gotten worse, I'd rather be down here without than to look up and see somebody that ain't like me there.
Yeah.
And it's in the concept, give me liberty or give me death. I loaded nuclear weapons for 9 years in the military.
Right.
And trust me, this country will blow this world up before they ever live under anybody else's rule.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding.
You understand?
What does it mean exactly to load a nuclear weapon?
Well, it lets you know that my God has enabled a man to be able to destroy something.
No, but like, what is the physical part of, like, what did you do? Are you?
Yeah, I put it on B-52s, and what it is nuclear weapons are some of the safest versus conventional weapons. But it all depends on what type that you drop. You have some nuclear weapons that can kill all the people. Not to be dark, but don't destroy none of the buildings.
Right.
And you can come back and live, inhabit it in 45 days. And that was over 30 years ago. So God only knows what y'all came up with now.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know what I'm saying? That was 30 years ago. But the physical aspect of it is you just put it's weigh about 1-2 tons. You put it in the belly of the bomb bay of a B-52, put it in, do all the service check, and let it walk around. And
did you feel the gravity of what you were dealing with? Like, or does it kind of separate?
No, the gravity, I always knew the gravity of it. Even when I dropped one, I knew the gravity of what it is.
What do you mean you dropped one?
Well, I was trying to go see 2 Live Crew, Luke, and I told them I wanted to go see Luke, and they wanted to make me work, so I didn't follow the checklist of putting it up because I was trying to see them hoes. And I I didn't put all the fittings in like I was supposed to, and I took the rack down too early, and it hit the ground. Poof!
Oh no!
Everybody ran,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What you running for? This a nuke? It's gonna take out the whole state of Louisiana. You can't outrun a nuke." And base commander came. They waked up the president and said we had a broken arrow, and that was the whole thing.
A broken arrow?
Yeah, that's a broken arrow.
They call it when.
That's what it's called, a broken arrow, when a nuclear weapon is discharged on friendly fire on the United States. It's called a broken arrow.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Why aren't you in prison?
Well, because I'm smart.
How'd you get out of it?
I grabbed my checklist and I marked all the check that I followed the procedure, so it has to be something wrong. I did my job. So it didn't have nothing to do with me. so the worst they could do was like, we won't let you load no more. And they put me on the snack bar.
That's good.
Yeah, but it didn't hurt my feelings. One thing about the military is just, though we fight communism, they preach it.
Right.
The E5 who sells donuts get the same money as an E5 who loads nuclear weapons. So it didn't hurt my feelings. The check didn't change.
How was Two Live Crew?
I didn't go.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't get to go because they took me to debrief. Then they took me to the infirmary to draw blood to see where I was on any kind of narcotics or drugs or anything. And my sergeant came back and said, we ain't find nothing in his blood but incompetence. He had a lot of that running through his brains.
You were at the snack bar eating a donut?
Yeah, eating a donut. I said, I told y'all, man. That's a true story.
Was it a good experience being in the military?
It was the best thing ever happened in my life because I'm from Washington, D.C., and it's very segregated.
Right.
And what the military did for me allowed me to come to the conclusion that the world is huge and we have more in common than we have separate. And I met some of the best people in my life in the military. I had a white dude who was my roommate named Tom, and I didn't want to live with him because he was from Alabama and he put that stole in his mouth. And I went to my first sergeant and said, hey, man, I can't live with this white boy. You got to get me out. He said, no, you need to stay in it. And me and Tom became best of friends. And Tom ate more fried chicken than any black man ever.
I like Tom.
Yeah, Tom ate a 20-piece bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken by himself. I said, Tom, you put every black man to shame. He said, have you tasted the biscuit, Quake? I said, yes, I taste the biscuit.
I like Tom.
Tom ate, he ate a bucket of
God.
of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Just put it in the refrigerator, 8, 9 pieces, come back, warmed up the other. I said, Tom, they're not going to run out of chicken. It's named Kentucky Fried.
There's more out
there. He ate the coleslaw and the biscuits with the mashed potatoes and gravy, and Tom just ate it all up. And I was like, Tom, you my man, dog.
Are you still friends?
No, I haven't talked to Tom in years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably shows up a lot of your shows, but
no,
doesn't have a chance to talk to you
he
because
probably
you go
died of
walking by.
cholesterol. You know all that. Cholesterol probably was 2,000.
Yeah. He had a heart attack at 30.
Had a heart attack at 30.
We do a thing on this program called an uncomfortable moment.
Okay.
Where we do a little research on our guests and try and find things out that maybe other people don't know about you. And sometimes they're uncomfortable, sometimes they're not. You have an extensive military background. You loaded up nuclear weapons, and as you said, it's an important part of your life. And people are out there trying to figure out this drone situation in New Jersey. You have all these mystery drones, and everybody's freaking out. And we have photographic evidence of you controlling those drones.
Oh, man, who snitched? Oh, these snitches, man. You know, I was looking for seeing who was working on the corner. Though I don't indulge in that anymore. I at least need to know is the working girl still.
So it wasn't a mess with people.
No.
You just wanted to see who's still in business.
Still see what the ladies in the night still being protected. You know, I fly over there for protection. Make sure the Johns don't take advantage of them.
Do you think that that's just paranoia? Like, what do you think that's people, or do you think it's military stuff. You've been on both sides. Both worlds, I should say.
Both, to be quite honest. I think it is on that point. And it could be different foreign agents or just testing our abilities. What people don't understand in being in the military, we do exercises, but exercise is never as good as the real thing because you never know how people going to personally react. Like in Afghanistan, we withdrew and we paid so much money to train the Afghans against the Taliban. As soon as we left, they dropped their weapons that we gave and ran. You know what I'm saying? So
we like the Taliban.
Yeah, we weren't scared of it. So you know, they didn't have their John Wayne. They didn't have you know, nobody. You know, McCarthy and all the great generals and stuff like that. So you know, it's an exercise. You never know how people are going to react when actually, quote unquote, real bullets start flying.
Right. So you think they're probably out there poking around, trying things
poking
out.
around to see how it is and rest of it. And then there's other side, people buy their own drones. Like, I ain't gonna say, but a friend of mine flew his drones around here and he in trouble now doing the fire part. He just wanted to see how close the fires was to his house.
And he flew where he wasn't supposed to fly?
Yeah, he flew where he ain't supposed to fly, so.
Oh, no.
He left town.
He's hanging on a drone.
He jumped on the drone and said, let me get out of here. Because he turned on the TV, they said, we're looking for the person who been driving these all off of drones. He said, I called him. I said, where you at? The airport. I said, what you doing? Leaving. So, yeah, he left town.
You've gotten a lot of cool acting roles recently.
Yes.
Which is good to see. You were in Jerry put you in Pop-Tarts.
Yes, he did.
Which was very cool to see.
Yes.
And it
seems
seems
the Seinfeld.
Yeah, it seems like after the is it from the outside it looks like Netflix hit and people were like, oh yeah, Earthquake.
Yes. It Dave gave me if not the biggest break opportunity in my career, and that's all you look for is opportunity. What I tell people all the time, what separate all comedians is an opportunity, and they cashed in on it, which opens up more opportunities.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you know you can't you know since you're dealing with something that's subjective. Yeah. You just have to make the right person laugh. And then they'll open up the opportunity to allow you to do more things. Right. And that's what it is.
And how did you have a long relationship with Chappelle, or did he just kind of did you guys like cross paths again, or?
No, he just called me up and he was really like, I should have did this a long time ago. You know what I mean? He told me on that point on it. And he opened that door open for me for the rest of them to see me, and it's been sweet ever since. And matter of fact, we're about to do it again this year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But again, back to Tom Papa's philosophy. I think he got you at the right time.
Yes.
Because it was explosive.
Yes.
It was boom.
Yeah. Well,
and you would have been powerful before. But,
but no, what you're saying is so true. I mean, it is. I have blown other opportunities before because I was trying to perfect instead of just doing me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And my number one goal with that special was just, this is me. Yeah. Whatever comes from it. Yeah. But this is Earthquake.
That's what it is.
You see what I'm saying?
It felt authentic.
You know what I mean?
It felt authentic.
If nothing else, I wasn't trying to please anyone. I wasn't trying to hit a target or, I want to do this and
make
and
these
get
people
this
happy.
right and this and no. This is what I do. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And let it speak for itself. And it was the best decision now. And what you're saying just is brilliant. That's the maturity of so many of before. Yeah. Of coming to the point like, listen, just let it speak. Let who you are speak for itself, and we'll be happy whatever the outcome come from it. Yeah. And we were.
It's an amazing thing how important it is to just really just have blinders on and just be concerned with you and what you do. Exactly. It happened to me early on, like when I first started working in New York at the Cellar. In the beginning, it was like, that guy's great. That guy's great. I have to be like that. I should be like, And it wasn't until I just stopped watching everybody
Right.
and stopped giving a shit about anything else but this. That's when
That's why I don't watch other comedians. I just,
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't physically write, I mentally write.
Right.
So I have to keep my thought pattern pure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it doesn't get contaminated.
Right.
And come up with something. And I think I came up with it, but I really heard it from over here.
Mm-hmm.
So the way
Right.
to put it as a defensive shield or bury it from that happening,
Yeah.
I keep my exposure of listening to other comedians to a minimum.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you get it on social media?
No, I really.
Your social media is very funny.
Thank
I always
you.
love when you pop up.
Yes.
Because you're always whatever's going on, you have a really good way of just summing it up.
Yeah.
You know, like if it's news stuff that I'm not even like, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. If I see you, I know I'm going to get a 30-second. This is all it's about, and go about your day.
Yeah, I mean, I feel, you know, and like I said, the military have done this for me. That is, we have more in common, and it's more good people than it is bad. And sooner or later, the good people are going to galvanize together and say it's not going to happen. I think we have to go through this to come to this.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I think you're right. I mean,
know?
I mean, just watching LA during this, they have too many good people trying to help.
Right.
It's like too much is being donated.
Right.
Too many people are showing. People are standing in lines just to try and help out in any way.
Yes.
There's an incredible amount of love.
Yes, the humanity has to come back. And what I tell, especially the people that runs our company, our country, Rome was great one time too now.
Yeah, it's
You
not
know
a
what
lock.
I'm saying? Hey,
Yeah.
it ain't a lock. You're not entitled. You
Yeah.
understand? You can go around here and feel that you're entitled.
Yeah, and it's going to
You
last
understand?
forever no matter what
And-
you
and
do.
No matter what you do or how you treat or your bombastic and your arrogance.
Yep, and
And
turning people on each other.
And exactly. You understand?
That's the worst part of it.
Oh, well,
For me, that's the worst part.
Of course.
Turning American against American. That beating that drum repeatedly makes me nauseous.
well, it should. And soon, because I hate to break it to you, you have enemies outside of America.
Yeah, right, exactly. Who just love when you don't get along.
Of course. And then you're going to come to your Latinos and your black. Come on, our country. Like, no. Let's see how we feel living under the Chinese rule. Come on in here, Bruce Lee.
We never got off TikTok.
Yeah, we never got off TikTok. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get through it.
Yeah.
How many siblings did you have?
I have 3 brothers, 1 sister.
3 brothers, 1 sister.
Yes, when we're tight.
Yeah.
All of us are tight.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we're very tight.
That's good. Was your mom a good cook?
Yes, because we was hungry.
Right.
She wasn't once I started tasting other people's food.
What have I been eating?
I looked at my mom and said, "You wasn't good." Yeah.
Is anyone else funny in the family?
All my brothers are funnier than I am.
They are.
Yeah, they just don't know how to put the jokes together. And I would never teach them.
Why do you think you figured it out?
See, this was no epiphany. This was just the best decision that day. I just tried it, and nothing better came along. I never had a desire to be a comedian. I just tried it out.
Is it in Atlanta?
It really was military Atlanta. I really got into it hard in Atlanta, but it was really, I was dating this chick and. She was watching this comedian, and she was all under the table laughing. I said, if you want to sleep with him, just say you want to sleep with him. Don't sit here like, oh, that's funny. She was like, what you mean? I said, that's funny, but that ain't the funniest thing I've ever heard. For you to be all under the table and pulling your panties down. So she said, well, you do better than that. And I said, well, I might not do better than that, but I can do it.
I can do that.
I can do that.
Yeah.
And I tried it. And
tried it where?
Tried it in this club, and it was called Henry's.
Mm.
And I went up, and thankful her that she did stay with me and let me rehearse. And we laughed and we went, and I did well. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. So I stayed in the military at the time, and then the war broke out, Desert Storm, and I was like, man, I don't mind practicing for war, but y'all fighting for real. It's time for me to get out. I could have stayed at home to get shot at. So
you retired?
I got out. I had 9 years in it. At that time, I had a girlfriend. She was like, don't nobody get out the military after being in 9 years. You only got 11 more to go. I said, listen to your foolish ass. 11 more? Staying on 11 more. They tired of me and I'm tired of them. I gotta do something. She said, what you gonna do? I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm not gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stay in here. And she was like, you already got a kid. You got a car note. You didn't go to none of the GI Bill, take advantage of none of the college or nothing. What are you gonna do? And I said, well, I'm gonna do what every other uneducated dude who has a kid with a car. Find a job.
What options do I have?
That's it. So I went to Atlanta because I didn't want to go back to D.C. After being put out the military. Getting out the military, that's just make me get into illegal pharmaceuticals. So I went to Atlanta, and that was the time Atlanta was Atlanta because they had on CNN.
Right.
Best place for the jobs for black men is Atlanta. And I said, well, I'm going. Never been there before. When I went up there, it was heavenly. It was, ugh. And so I started trying to do comedy. That's where I met Krista Petta with the punchline and stuff like that.
Right.
And none of them would let me get on their stage. And so I just got together with some other people and got my own comedy club.
Right.
And then I opened my own comedy club, and they boycotted, back in the day.
Right.
You work this club, you can't work
the other club, yeah.
So none of the comics would work my club. So it was a blessing. They said I had to do all the time.
Right.
So I just stayed up there 2 and 3 hours off the top of the head and just kept on. And then I got Steve Harvey to come. He once said, I'll come work your club for you. I met him.
Oh, nice.
While I was in the military. And he came and did it. And they came to see him.
Wow.
And they discovered me, and the rest of it is history.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's how it happened.
Yeah. So that's how you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So when they came to see Steve, they discovered me, and they discovered the club.
Wow.
And
what year is this?
This was 92.
This is 92.
Yes, and we did like 9 shows. He sold them all out, and then that's when it really knocked on me how much money was in comedy, because we wrote him a check for like $70,000. I said, you can get this kind of money telling jokes? I said, oh my God, I ain't going nowhere.
So that he was still doing clubs at that time. Wow. Was he a powerhouse in the club? Because
Steve was one of the funniest guys I ever met in my life. He was just seeing how he put it together. He taught me how to put jokes together by learning from him. And how to do radio. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's impressive when you, if you have the opportunity, like for guys who really blow up, to see that, like if you ever do like a charity thing and you see them roll back to a club, they're almost bigger than the building.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you go back to like where you started, it's going to be, they're successful for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
The power.
Yeah, it is. And it's, it was at that particular point, I never knew. That's why I'm just to back up. That's the reason I'm shooting my special now in Atlanta, because it was the birthplace of my career.
Oh, that's great.
I did D.C. because that's the birthplace of my home when I came in the world.
Right.
But Atlanta,
that's great.
Always on Atlanta. So that's why my second was there, and I took it as none of y'all want to work my club, and I never knew that was the best thing ever happened to me, because I was doing shows Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every week.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 hours a night, just off the dome, and it gave me a skill that I'm still eating off of right now.
Yeah.
That I
God.
don't have to go into a comedy club to formulate my jokes. I can do it in my head, and they're ready.
Right.
As soon as I step on stage, I don't have to test them.
So you just bring them into your big show.
Just bring them in.
Just get them in your head.
Get them in my head.
Right.
I know how it is.
Right.
Yeah. How do I want to?
So you never go back to the club and try shit out.
Well, what I do is I do comedy clubs, but I don't go like open mic. I don't perform just regular night if I'm not on the bill.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah.
I
You don't just drop in or
and
try stuff out and that kind of thing.
I'm not in that.
Right.
I can, if I'm booked in Punchline, I can say I want to. Let me work on this. While I'm getting paid at the same time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Very
Yeah.
few comedians can get paid while working out the material at the same time, and it still doesn't affect their bottom line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the clubs, you still have people who maybe don't know you coming, so it's like it's not like it's that safe of a space. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
sometimes.
Well, when you're dealing with black people, it's not safe, period.
That's right.
They done paid their money. They don't give a damn.
No.
You know what I mean? They this ain't now. I put my money. I paid my $40.
Yeah.
Make me laugh.
Bring it.
And bring it. And
Yeah.
you don't have time to work stuff in. So you have to bring that in, take that out, bring it in.
Is your audience predominantly black?
Not no more. It used to
Yeah.
be mostly.
Yeah.
But it's still.
It's like a mix now?
Yeah, it's about 60-40.
60-40?
Yeah.
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 That's good.
Yeah, it's growing. And that's more have to do with the special.
Right.
With the special.
Are you going to do, how long are you going to do on the next one?
Probably about 45 minutes.
Okay, good.
I don't need.
You blew everybody's mind when you just came out with the perfect set, and it was just, this is the time of it.
Yeah.
It was, what was it, like 35?
38.
38.
Yeah.
And people were like, wait a minute, you could do that? I didn't have to put in 20 minutes of mediocre stuff to get to an hour?
Well, I believe in quantity over quantity.
Yeah, it was dense.
Quality over
Yeah.
quantity. Yeah, I mean.
It was.
I mean, because a lot of people stretch it out, and like I tell them, man, where's the jokes?
Yeah.
If I elongate all the way to get to the punchline, I could do 5 hours.
Right.
But I don't. I'm bored with it. You know what I mean? Let's get to
the meat of it. Boom.
Let's go.
Right.
Let's go.
Not a wasted word.
And not only that minimizes the chance of you being booed when you have elongated jokes and that punchline don't hit. In the black audience, boo, 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 boo. So, you know what I'm saying? So the best way to eliminate that possibility is to give them
don't let them breathe.
Don't let them breathe and be a cobra. Just keep striking them. Bitch you again, bitch you again, bitch you again. I'm gonna keep biting you. And that way, if you got ADE and they don't hear, they can jump right back into it.
Yeah.
Anywhere, if they come in late, they can pick up the show right then and there.
Yeah.
You know, if they on their phone, they can pick right back in.
Yeah.
You don't need to be in there with the whole introduction in a long time.
Yeah. Do you use the same? Do you use your own openers? Or?
Yes.
Yeah.
His name is Bishop, ex-football player. Used to play with the Jets.
Oh, yeah?
I give opportunities to young, funny comedians, and I rotate them out a lot
Nice.
just to keep me sharp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You bring a hungry young comic that's very funny. That lets you, all subconsciously, you have to bring it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's terrible when you see a headliner can't follow his opening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People like, you should have closed. They be whispering it to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're better than him. I came to see him, but
Yeah.
you should have gone. Yeah. And as an ex-club owner, we used to deal with that a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, switch them up.
Oh, God.
You got to have that
conversation.
Like, hey, listen, let me talk to you, man. I'm going to go ahead and let you go first. The money ain't going to change.
Yeah, right.
You're going to get the same money.
Less time.
Less time. But just go ahead and let him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Your radio still going? Sirius
Yes,
XM?
we should be back on. We're in hiatus right now. We should be back on next week.
Oh, cool.
I love doing radio.
Yeah.
It's is a great thing.
And how often you do that?
3 days a week.
Oh, good.
Yes, QuakeHouse on Sirius XM, Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you do that in the studio here?
Yeah, I do it
Or at home?
I do it at Kevin Hart's studio.
Oh,
He has
cool.
a studio in Canoga Park.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we shoots all the stuff with the cold balls and all the things that he does.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Kevin in a beat. I guess I saw him
Oh,
during
you
the
see him
Netflix
every day
thing.
on TV, the commercials.
No, I mean the version where I can
Say hello.
Yeah, and
Yeah, he's a busy man.
and we can mock each
I
other.
told Kevin, leave some money, man.
You don't have to have all of it. It's true.
Just leave one. Can I get one, my brother?
I know. Now it's him and LeBron every 5 minutes.
Can I have just a bread commercial? You know what I mean?
Yeah, what are you doing,
I don't
Kev?
know who taking on the ground, him or Snoop Dogg. But between the two of them, they ain't leaving a black man nothing.
They have all of television.
All television. Kevin, Snoop Dogg, Kevin, Snoop Dogg, Kevin, Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dogg, Kevin, Snoop Dogg. Like, God damn.
Yeah, leave us alone.
Can we get one? God damn. Nah, I'm happy for him.
How can people follow your tour?
Follow me on Instagram at The Real Earthquake. It's on all social media platforms. You can also hear me from 1 to 3
Yeah.
on Sirius XM Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Channel 96 off of there. You will also see another special for me, and hopefully I will be on TV this year.
Do we know when that one's coming out?
Well, we're going to film it probably late April, May, and it will be aired this year.
Right.
So,
this year?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
And I have the material. You know how you as a comedian, you have the material what you want. Now they just got to put it together, lay it.
Yeah.
You know, like
the reps.
Put the reps in.
Yeah.
Mix it up and then lay it how it's gonna go.
Right.
And then it'd be ready.
Wow,
Just
that's great.
turn the cameras on.
I can't wait.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just turn the cameras on.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
Yeah, that's how the last one felt.
Yeah, just turn the cameras
And if you
on.
haven't watched it, if you're listening and haven't seen the Netflix one, well, first of all, what's wrong with you? But second of all, go watch it.
Legendary.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah,
Well, this
on
is
Netflix.
amazing. Take the bread home. Let me know how you
Okay.
like it.
Okay.
And this will be much better than your meal prep. Put it in the toaster, get a little butter on it.
Okay.
I think you'll be happy.
I think so too.
All right.
I will.
Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah,
It's an
likewise.
honor to have you.
Likewise.
For having me here.
We got it.